Aren't you a sweetie? Welcome back, everyone. See, the kittens are all asleep, and Mama's starting to open up more. Now, the question of who's an addict and who's not on the kitten cam, if you're watching live, when I reset, there was 3 comments that were displayed. Those were the same 3 comments that were displayed when you first opened up the live stream. So that tells you how long you've been watching. Samantha Brady asks if there's any tips for giving nasty smelling tasting pills. Lots of luck. You can try different things. You could try, if they really like wet food, you could try crushing it up and mixing it throughout. You could just try pilling them and just hoping for the best. Kind of like hold their head straight up. Use kind of like hold the pill like this, open their mouth with the middle finger, and try to drop it straight down the back. And then close their mouth, keeping it tilted up, and then hope for the best. If they spit it out, rinse and repeat. If you tried that, well, keep trying again. This is what you call a cuddle pile. Kitten sardines. Really cute. It's like somebody got the hiccups here. Sylvester. Rubbing their throats can help. If you have a oral syringe, you could try squirting a little bit of water in their mouth, just a tiny amount, to try to coax them into swallowing. You can crush pills by using 2 spoons, or if you really want to get fancy with it, you can get a mortar and pestle. A lot of new age stores sell those. That's where I got one for Cougar when I was crushing his pills to add to his tube feeding. Hello, Rex. Pill pockets tend to work until the cat realizes what you're actually doing. I would recommend feeding them pill pockets for a little bit before putting pills in them. Cougar's my cat who nearly died a month ago. He lost almost pretty much half his weight down to 9 pounds. Um, he had to get a feeding tube put in. And after $6,000 worth of tests, they found out that he has lymphoma, a mild form of lymphoma, cancer. He's on chemo pills now, and he seems to be doing pretty good so far. He's definitely got his appetite back. He's eating a lot, and based on his deposits in the litter box, he's eating a lot. Is Mama purring? She's a quiet purr, but based on feeling her throat, she's definitely purring. Hello, Taz. Good evening. Sylvester still has a little bit of umbilical cord. Looks like Mama actually trimmed them pretty close. That's the closest I've ever seen. Normally they're about an inch to 2 inches long. It's Marvin, Penelope, Sylvester, and Taz. Mama, gorgeous Mama is Hazel. Pardon me, real sec. Excuse me. Believe it or not, I am allergic to cats. I do not think the cats made the sneeze that time. I just so happened to have sneezed. This is what you call elevator butt because it goes all the way up to the top floor and then back down to the bottom floor. Unfortunately, there's no stopping in the middle where lingerie and laser tag is kept, so too bad. Mama's history is that she was found as a stray, taken to a kill shelter where she gave birth. Purrfect Pals then took them from that shelter and then fostered them with the director for 5 days, and then I took over. She's very lean and she's very small. The kittens are not big. She is tiny. If you watched previous fosters, Boris of the Cosmo Fosters weighs more than Mama does. Mama weighs in at around 7 pounds. So don't worry if she flops on the kittens, which she does frequently. She's a lightweight. Kittens can actually pull out from underneath her. And even if they can't, they're not going to suffocate. They'll probably scream loud enough saying, "Hey, Mama, get off me," until she does. I'm talking a lot, not just to hear my own voice or to entertain you. It's for Mama's sake. It helps her get used to people talking around her, calming influence. Plus, it drives Rex crazy as she sees what I say. Everything I say, because Rex rocks. Yeah, it's like she's estimated to be 10 months to a year old, and having kittens stunts their growth. So, well, however big they are when they get pregnant, that's how big they're ever going to get. Their bodies take the energy that they were using to grow and redirects it towards the kittens. Are we going to get a belly rub? Oh, look at this. Belly rubs. That's a good girl. Oh, Rex is a girl. Mama's not much of a talker so far, not even with the babies. Once the kittens start moving about more, she probably will start murmuring at them. And so that's how Mama Cats call the kittens to them. I'm not so sure that you actually hear her purring, but actually hear the kittens purring. 'Cause I can't even hear her purr. That doesn't mean that she doesn't purr louder when I'm not here though. But I can hear the kittens purr when they're nursing. So you ready for some squishy food, Mom? While I weigh the kittens? Huh? Yeah, she's a good girl. That's a good girl. Up, squish the kittens. She does. She spends a lot of time in there with the kittens, which is good. She comes out. She goes upstairs to eat a drink, and she leaves the kennel area to use the litter box. She tends to jump right back up though. I'm going to lure her out of the cage with the wet food. Try to get her liking being outside for more than just the litter box. Come on. There we go. Here's a good mama. And her tail's staying up too. I believe she was cared for at one point, and then she was either a lost cat or abandoned. If it turns out someone can, I saw a question post earlier of while I was lurking, but I didn't, I was not in a position to reply. But if someone were to come forward claiming that she is their cat, and and they have photographic proof of such, and able to convince Purrfect Pals that she escaped, then Purrfect Pals will return her to them after the kittens are adopted and after she's been spayed. She's chowing down and fast. I'm gonna get to weighing. Okay, when we last weighed them, which was yesterday, they are 1 week old today, as in Tuesday. Marvin weighed the most, followed by Sylvester, followed by Penelope, followed by Taz. Taz is the lightest, but he had the most gain yesterday, and he's got an itty bitty tongue sticking up. Too bad you can't see it. Okay, Penelope yesterday weighed 6.6 ounces, 187 grams. 7 ounces even. So she gained zero point 0.4 ounces, now weighs 198 grams. Marvin last weighed 7.7 ounces, 218 grams. This is Marvin. 8 ounces even. They're pretty quiet when I'm handling them too, which is surprising. So Marvin gained 0.3 ounces, now weighs 227 grams. Sylvester last weighed 7.7 ounces, 204 grams. I love moving them exactly how they're laying down. Don't roll off. 7.7 ounces. Whoops. Sylvester gained 0.5 ounces, now weighs 218 grams. Yesterday, Taz weighed 6.2 ounces, 176 grams. Ooh, big yawn. Okay, Taz weighs 6.5 ounces today. So Taz gained 0.3 ounces, now weighs 184 grams. Taz had a big gain yesterday, nearly 1 whole ounce. So a small gain today is nothing to worrisome. Okay, let's see now. Marvin is still our heavyweight champ at 8 ounces, 227 grams, followed by Sylvester at 7.7 ounces, 218 grams, followed by Penelope at 7 ounces, 198 grams, and then Taz at 6.5 ounces, 184 grams. So what the first, second, third, fourth place in this little weight race has remained unchanged. It's okay, Mom. That was just me. There you go. Finish them. Let everybody watch. We're finish this. Yeah, I looked up Hazel's paperwork. She's actually listed as a dilute tortie instead of a dilute calico, which strikes me as being correct. Is that the yummies? She eats like 3, 4 cans a day. And then she eats a lot of dry food, so she's definitely getting her nourishment for the kittens. Oh, Sylvester's sucking his thumb. I mean, yeah. Oh, I mean, he had his thumb claw right in his mouth. Shame you guys couldn't see that. Dilute is a solid, solid colors covering most of the body. Someone posts that she has white, calicos have white, torties do not. She's also tabby. She's like a hodgepodge mix, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's whatever it's primarily. And torties have the salt and pepper coloring. Calicos are more solid patches. Question was asked, have I ever seen a cat with similar coloring? No, I have not. She's pretty unique. Torbico. The Everett paperwork had her as a tuxedo. So she's really a little bit of everything. Her eyes are green, greenish yellow, more green than yellow. I'm going to see about taking a picture with the iPad. I always feel silly. No, take him out. I always feel silly taking a picture with the iPads because it's this huge thing. Question was asked, what is a tortie with tuxedo markings called? A domestic short hair, a domestic medium hair, or a domestic long hair, depending if they're short, medium, or long hair. As I like to put it, mutt. Sylvester's turning upside down underneath there. Nope, that's Marvin next to Taz here on Mama's front legs. Taz is asleep. The other three are still nursing. I'm not sure what Carrie was. I would say she was a white cat with a little splotching. She probably has some Siamese in her based on just how vocal she is. Mama's relaxing more and more each day. In fact, each visit. This is the first time I've visited where she wasn't hovering the ground, keeping her belly low, and she came out of the cage with very little coaxing. So she's making excellent progress. Now, Carrie was a highly diluted calico, or Torby, one of the two. She's just neat, and she's turning out to be an awesome cat on her own. I'm gonna pull Taz out just a little bit to give Marvin a little bit more room at the teat. Penelope is still nursing, so are the other two. Taz is out cold, snuggled in Mama's arms. Taz is awake now. So what are you gonna do, boy? You gonna play or you gonna have dinner? Dinner it is. See where he can work his way into a spot. Here, I got a spot for you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and step out now. There we go. Good night, Mommy. Good night, kittens. Good night, viewers. And for those across the pond, good morning. Enjoy the kittens.